Welcome to Garden Wise Adventures. My name is Molly, and today it's time for another Plant of the Week video. I live in Utah, Zone 6/7, and we're going to talk about a Utah native right now, and that's Penstemon. Now, when I say Utah native, there are Penstemons that are native all over the United States and probably all over the world. Matter of fact, last I checked, there's about 280 species of Penstemon. But the things all of them have in common are their drought tolerance, their beautiful flowers, their attractiveness to hummingbirds and bees. So let's go look at the Penstemon that I have, see what they look like, and then talk a little bit more about Penstemon. Now, I only have 3 varieties of Penstemon, and here's my earliest blooming one. This is a Rocky Mountain Penstemon. You can see the buds that are done. They bloom early in the spring, and they haven't been blooming for several weeks now. But they are a beautiful blue flower. I'll post a picture of what they look like when they're in bloom. And they just make this gorgeous little mat. It does disappear over the winter and then reappears in the spring and is just this beautiful green mat all summer long, except for when it's blooming, it's beautiful little blue flowers. Now, Penstemon such as this Rocky Mountain Penstemon do need specialized conditions. They are drought tolerant and they do not like standing in water. So heavy wet soil is not the place for them. This one especially likes a little rockier soil and likes to be on top of a slope. So this one, the soil that it's in right now is a little sandy. It's the topsoil that was brought in by the person who built this house. They brought in some sandy topsoil. This is kind of what it looks like. And it drains really, really well. There's a lot of rock underneath and throughout it. And it's at the top of a slope that drains downhill. So those are pretty much the perfect conditions for this plant, and it only gets watered like once a week or so. This is another one that I have. This is a rock candy Penstemon, and the hummingbirds absolutely love it. This Penstemon blooms quite a bit more frequently than the Rocky Mountain Penstemon. This one, especially if I cut it back, will continuously bloom throughout the year, but it seems to be quite short-lived. Most of the ones that I planted 2 years ago are gone, and I had to purchase new ones. Now, it's kind of hard to see, but if you look deep inside the flower, you can see where it gets its other name, its common name, which is beard tongue. So these are attractive to pollinators, and they make use of this little beard deep inside their throats to help the pollinators pollinate them. But this is a beautiful little Penstemon. Now, one of my favorite Penstemons looks a little different. There are varying colors of this one. There's a yellow, red, and orange, and I think a peachy color of this. But this is the pine leaf Penstemon. You can see how the leaves are completely different than the rock candy Penstemon and the Rocky Mountain Penstemon. But I will show you a picture, a close-up picture that I took, and you can see the beard inside the flowers a lot better in these. You can actually probably see it in there. So that's where they get the name beard tongue. Now, the pine leaf Penstemons, they tend to be evergreen most of the winter. But like I said, they're short-lived, and the ones that I planted 2 years ago are starting to die back a little bit and get a little brown and untidy, and I'll go show you one of those. But I think I might just leave some of the flower stalks over the winter and see if I can get them to reseed. And this is what my older Penstemons are starting to look like. I don't know if it's age or if the conditions aren't right, but they are actually starting to die back. Now, there are so many different colors of Penstemon. With the pine leaf Penstemon, you get the yellows, the peaches, the oranges, the reds. With the regular Penstemon, you can get reds and whites and blues. Even the leaf color. There's a Penstemon that I think is called Dark Towers. I'll have to put the name on the screen. But here's a picture of one of the ones that is planted at the nursery that I work at. And they're absolutely gorgeous. They have the dark leaf and the light flower. So whatever you like with Penstemons, whatever area you live in the United States, you'll be able to find a native Penstemon. You'll be able to find the colors that you like. The only thing, like I said, that you need is a well-draining area and not a lot of water. They also don't really like fertilizer, so don't plan on putting a lot of fertilizer in the hole when planting them. They like the lean soils and drier conditions. They also do need full sun. Now, I would love to hear what types of Penstemon grow in your area and which are your favorites and what are your favorite colors. So hopefully this video has been helpful for you. If it has been helpful, I hope you like, subscribe, share it with your friends, and go have a wonderful garden adventure.